Hey crafty fam, what's up? It is Alex Vanover and I am back tonight a day early for my weekly live because I was so excited about this project that I just couldn't wait until Friday to share it with you. Let me wipe off my screen really fast because it looks kind of blurry. Okay, y'all, tonight we are making leather earrings and faux leather earrings. Let me clarify that because I've heard people get really confused because the Cricut can cut actual leather also. But faux leather earrings is what we are making tonight and I am so excited about it. It is one of my favorite Christmas gifts of like all time because I think they're so easy and so simple, but like they look so much more expensive. And so it's going to be really, really fun. So hold on for just a moment. Let me know where you're watching me from. If you can hear me okay and see me okay, I'm going to share this live around a little bit to some of our friends on Facebook, and then we will get this party started. And I'm excited, guys, because we are walking you, or we, that would be me. I am walking you through the entire process of doing these earrings. I haven't even done test cuts. I don't even know what cut settings I need for this leather. So we are literally doing this all together. And I think that is going to make it so much better. It's going to be so easy for you guys to understand because I think it's kind of a confusing thing for people. So I'm really, really pumped to show you guys what to do. Really pumped. Plus, I love making leather earrings. It's been a little while since I've made some earrings. But let me know in the comments if you guys have made earrings before or if this will be your first time doing it because, yeah, it's really awesome. Also, you guys, you want to know a confession? It's going to be fun. I've never cut leather earrings in the maker. Oh, whoever just commented, I missed it. I'm sorry. I will go back and I will have my comments pulled up here on my computer in just a second. I'm just sharing my link onto the 651 Vinyl Facebook group right quick, and then I will be on there. So, who's excited? Okay. Amanda says, hi from somewhere in Texas. Cool. And Mrs. Smith says, sounding great. Ashley here watching from Texas. Look at you guys from Texas. You guys in Central Time are always representing. You're always doing better because I go live so late. I'm always like going crazy and doing crazy stuff. And so I always go live late on Eastern Time because it is 9:38 here. So it's a little late. But guys, I'll be honest, that's when I craft. I'm a late night crafter because I work. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for joining me. So I'm always on here late. But anyways, so now that this is shared, I am going to take a second and I think I'm going to put you guys from my overhead view because I think it's going to be a lot easier to see. So let's do that. So forgive me for a hot second. I am going to, oh, Mrs. Smith says she just got her first Cricut maker and you have a boutique. Oh, cool. Oh, yay. Mrs. Smith, I'm so pumped for you because this is going to be great. These are going to be a great product to add to your store. It's going to be awesome because I just love leather earrings. Whenever I wear mine out that I've made, people like give me so many compliments and they're like, you made those? And you guys, you're going to cry when you see how easy it is. That's how a lot of these projects are. Like, it seems like it's so complicated. You can make like Joanna Gaines inspired ones. There's so many cute options. People are like, you made that? And you'll be like, yes, ma'am, I sure did because that's freaking cool. But before I continue, I'm going to move you guys to my thing up there so you can see straight down on my tutorial. So pardon the noise and like the crazy camera angles for a second. If you get motion sick, close out of this for just a hot second because I'm going to move you up and then you guys will be able to see really, really great because I have this really cool rig that makes, it just makes the view a lot better. Let me know what you guys think of it. I've seemed to have gotten a lot of compliments about the overhead view, being able to see directly down onto the tutorial. People are really digging it. So give me just a hot second while I get you guys off of this tripod and move you up top. So what are you guys doing? What are you working on? Cool, guys. My tripod is jammed. Are you guys working on Christmas gifts? Like, what are you guys crafting right now? Are you done with Christmas gifts? I would be shocked. I would be impressed and shocked if you were done with Christmas gifts. Ashley says, cups, cups, and more cups. I firmly believe that. For you cup makers, lordy. It is crazy and busy. Oh, yeah, that's the thing you're going to hang off of. it just seems so crazy. You're starting on wedding stuff. Ooh, Ashley, that sounds fun. Cool, cool. If you guys don't know Ashley, she is one of 651 Vinyl's affiliate partners, and she rocks. She's awesome. Go check out her channel. Same here. You just got into glitter tumblers. Oh, yeah. Oh, you booked wedding number 2. That's amazing, Ashley. Shirts and signs. Emily, very good. Are you selling shirts and signs, or are these presents for people? Either one. I've done both. I've done a lot of busy crafting for gifts, and I've also sold crafts, and that is also crazy. All right, my friends, I flipped you around. I'm going to unplug my microphone for just a second, and I'll be right back. Hi, friends. If you're just now joining me, I am moving you to my upper camera angle so we can get started on faux leather earrings. Ooh, and Ashley is working on 651 acrylic ornaments. Yes, girl. Gifts and friends are buying for gifts. Okay, okay. So Emily makes things, but on a on a smaller scale. That's great, Emily. It's okay. It can be on a big scale, big scale, small scale, whatever scale. That's super cool. All right. All right, let me check out from my computer how this is looking so I can see it. Hi, friends. If you're just now joining me, I'm sorry for the goofy camera angle for the moment. I'm fixing things up so that you can see really, really great. It just sometimes means that we have to take a second of crazy before we can get to the good stuff. But I promise, I'm going to get you guys all fixed up. You are going to be leather earring pros by the time this is over. You're going to be making them for everybody you know. Okay. Wonder if that's enough. Okay. Yep. Okay. I should have you all fixed up. So let me know that you can hear me okay and see me okay and all that beautiful stuff. I just plugged my microphone in, so you should be able to see now. So I'm not going to show you what I'm doing in Design Space, but I'm going to talk you through it because I think seeing it is going to be more important to you than seeing my screen right now. So the first step to making leather earrings is actually finding the right cut setting. And the reason that that is so important is because all leather earrings are made of different stuff. And I will give you guys an example. So I bought this from Hobby Lobby, right? And it looks beautiful. It looks so amazing. But guess what, guys? It's fabric thin. They call this light faux suede, and I'm going to tell you, it's straight up fabric. I thought I was going to be making earrings with this stuff. I was so pumped, and that's not how it happened. So I go from that to buying this faux leather from Hobby Lobby also. This stuff is just really pretty mint. It's got like this little pebbling texture, which I love. It's got this fuzzy back. So that's why it's so important to find your cut setting before you get started, because you're gonna waste a lot of product if you don't. So I have a 1-inch circle on my Design Space screen right now, and that is all that I am test cutting because I don't want to waste a bunch of my material. Oh, Emily, that happened to you too. I was like so upset, you guys. I was like preparing last night for my tutorial for you guys. I was so excited to make you these amazing leopard earrings. And then I realized when I opened the package that it's not what I thought it was. Okay, I'm sad. So we're going to be using this stuff, and look at this. Look how beautiful this stuff is. I don't know if you can see, guys, that holographic look. I bought this at a local shop here in Louisville, so it's not somewhere I can recommend to you online, but it is gorgeous. So I'm going to be pairing the two of these together, and I think they are going to look so pretty. But we're going to test with this stuff because I have more of it. So all I am doing is cutting a small square. And like I said, I'm cutting a 1-inch circle in Design Space. So very, very simple. And if you guys are not familiar with test cuts, I have a video called How to Get the Perfect Pressure Setting on my channel. I want you guys to go check that out because it's going to help you understand why test cuts are so important and talking about that more. But the main reason for test cuts is so that you don't waste a bunch of material, because especially with the leather being so expensive, like you just don't really want to do that. And I'm going to be using my strong grip mat. That's what I typically like to use for leather. And I don't know if you guys can see the lines, but the only lines on it are from me making leather earrings in the past. So it's basically all I use my strong grit mat for. And then I'm not going to mirror a circle because it's symmetrical, obviously. But normally when I do earrings, you always want to mirror your project, and then you're gonna put your leather pretty side down. So similar to shiny side down, you want the fuzzy side sticking up, because if you don't, then you're gonna get fuzzy all over your mat, and it's going to get sticky really, really fast. And you don't want that, or it's going to lose its sticky really, really fast. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm actually going to anchor my cut a little bit with some painter's tape, because that just helps it stay in place. So I'm going to start, this looks a lot like the Cricut faux leather. So I'm going to start my cut setting trials with the faux leather setting, because that's what I'm guessing is going to work on this, but I'm not positive. So, sorry, my maker's really loud. So that's where we're beginning. I'm cutting my 1-inch circle, and I'm going to try the faux leather setting, and then I'll make my adjustments from there. I'm going to show you guys how to use a ring tool. It's going to be really cool. I'm real pumped about it. I was just too excited to wait for Friday, guys. I just had to show you this, because this is one of like my favorite projects in the world. And I am using my regular fine point blade. I don't know about what you Cricut maker experts think. I was thinking you probably could use the rotary blade, but I'm just using my regular blade because it'll be great. Oh, Emily, you even bought brown faux leather to match. Yes. So I actually have a lot of Cricut brand faux leather. And if you guys have followed my channel, you know that I'm not a huge fan of Cricut products most of the time, but I really do like their faux leather set. It comes with like 5 sheets and all these different colors, and it's really pretty, really nice looking stuff. So kudos to you, Cricut, because your product is really, really nice. But you know, I've cut it before and it's good, but I really like some of these other fun colors that you can get in other places. So that's why we're doing this. Okay. All right. So in my materials, I'm literally just searching faux leather. And there's a setting for that. We're going to start with faux leather paper thin and give that a shot. Okay. So I'm ready to get started on my cut. See how it goes. We're going to find out. Emily uses her fine point blade with Explorer Air too. So I've seen some tutorials say that you should use your deep point blade on the Explorer model. And I think I've done that before. I'm pretty sure I have a deep cut blade for that reason. But honestly, I've cut it just fine. Like even at work at 651 with my regular blade. Oh, darn you guys. Okay, so this is exactly why I wanted to do this with you. Part of it could be because my leather was moving all over the place. But this is precisely why, because look how bad that looks. It is all like messed up. It didn't even cut all the way around, but that's because my piece moved. So that is a perfect reason as to why we practice cutting on faux leather. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to up the pressure to more. So I'm still sticking on my faux leather setting, but I'm going to, under like the pressure thingy, you can choose either default, less, or more. So I'm going to choose the more option. Now, something I want you to understand and keep in mind is that the more option doesn't change the pressure by all that much. So we're going to give it a shot, but I'll be honest, guys, I think I'm going to have to go up in my settings in order to get it right. I'm also going to use a slightly bigger piece of leather because I noticed that my design moved around because I just had too small of a piece trying to be taped on there. So I'm going to expand my piece a little bit, make something a little bigger. Actually, maybe I'll put it over here and use a little more tape on it. It's kind of hard to get it to stick when it's like the soft side up because the tape doesn't want to stick to the fuzzies. So maybe I will do, it's not sticking at all. Okay, game plan change, guys. I'm going to tape the whole bottom. because you really want to secure this leather. That's one of the trickiest parts about getting it to cut, is literally just getting it to stick. And it may cut through my tape, and that's perfectly fine. I really don't care. So we're going to do that. And if I really have to, if I really can't get it to stick, I may flip it over and just mess up my mat, because I really don't use the strong grip mat that much, so I'm not that worried about it. All right, so next cut setting that we're going to test is faux leather paper thin with more pressure. So pray for my machine, y'all. You can do it. Oh no, I'm cutting the wrong mat. I'm canceling. Okay. Sorry guys, regroup. I forgot to select my circle mat again because there's only one circle copied. Okay. So, let's just try that again. My Bluetooth takes a little bit longer to load. The entire time I used my Cricut Explorer Air, I always connected through USB. Oh, we're going to play this game. Okay. Sometimes Design Space likes to be really, really rude. And this is going to be one of those times. I'm getting the custom materials warning on Design Space. So I'm really praying, guys, that it's not going to be a jerk. Really, really hoping. Because I really want to teach you guys how to do this. I love it so much. Okay. Continue. We're going to give this thing another shot. I knew that this was going to make the tutorial a bit longer to do it this way, but I really wanted to find the cut setting to show you guys the trial and error that this goes through, because I think sometimes we all get frustrated by things that look like really quick, easy projects, but really take a lot longer on like the backside. So I'll give you guys an example. Last night, or the night before last, I was making some soup, right? And I was like, oh, cool, 30-minute chicken keto soup. That sounds amazing, right? So I was like all excited. Cool, cool. Guess how long it took me to make that chicken soup? 2 hours, friends. 2 hours. I'll explain it in a second. But again, we're going to try faux leather paper thin with more pressure before we move along. And the reason that it took me so long is A, because I had to chop like a million vegetables, because they're not pre-chopped, because I'm not that awesome, okay? And then I had to like boil this huge pot of water, which took forever. So it just is really frustrating to me when like Pinterest recipes tell you that it's gonna be like, okay, 30 minutes, and it's actually like a million hours. So I'm trying not to do that here with you. Hi, Dar, thanks for stopping by. Okay. This is promising, guys. Let's see. Y'all, look at that. It didn't even cut through the other side. Like, how silly. So it didn't even break the other side. All right. So here's what we're going to do next. I am going to try... I'm going to flip this piece over and do this side. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and stick it fuzzy side down, because it's okay if I ruin this mat. I'm all right with it. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do 2 cuts. So in order to get your Cricut to do 2 cuts in the exact same place, you are going to do the cut. And then when it's finished, you are not going to eject it. You're just going to press the C button again. And then that will allow you to make a second cut. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to click on my circle again so I don't try to cut the wrong shape. We're still at faux leather paper thin with more pressure. And I'm going to press the Cricut button for the first time and let it cut a circle. Okay, So in order to do this exact same thing again, I'm going to press the C button and not the unload button so that it will cut in the exact same place. All right. Let's see how that turned out. That's looking a little more promising, guys. At the very least, it broke the broke the skin, if you will, of the faux leather. Let me get back to your comments here. Hi, sis. Thank you for joining me. Yay. Hi, Otto. Thanks for joining me. All right, friends. So we're getting closer, but as you can see, we broke through the skin in some places, but not the whole thing. So that means that we are going to go up and pressure a little bit. But you know what, guys? I'm going to take you down for just a second because I may have to actually show you my screen in order to figure out what pressure to do next. So I'm going to do that. I'm sorry to change the plans, but I really want to show you guys this in a really effective way. I don't want you to half learn this. I want you to learn it well. So let me put my sample back on my mat. I'm just getting it to another new spot that hasn't had any cuts on it yet. And I'm going to show you guys the list of pressure in case you have never been there before. Okay. So that's pretty, well, I'm lying. That looks ugly. Okay. So this will be my next spot to cut. This is why we cut a 1-inch circle. And the good thing is, guys, I do have some Cricut brand faux leather. So if we really can't figure out the cut setting deal, I will just use Cricut leather. But I really wanted to figure this out in the process with you guys. Hi, guys. Welcome to my craft room. Also, look at this cool desk. My husband helped me build this. Well, okay, he built it. Those little cube organizers are from Target. And I bought a countertop, or not a countertop, a desktop thing from the DIY desk building section at IKEA. And that desk is going to be sweet. And I'm eventually going to craft over there with you guys. But I needed a second desk because I kept working on stuff and messing up my video table really bad. And it just made things so difficult. Second desk. Hi, Mary Ann. I am cutting faux leather, not real leather. All right, so I'm sorry this is so ghetto, you guys, but I don't know how to switch you to my computer screen. So faux leather, more pressure is not working. So I'm going to take you back to the canvas and show you what to do to find the list. I think there's more than one way to find it. But I'm going to use these 3 lines up in the little corner right here. Whoops, forgot my computer is a touch thingy. Okay, so we'll go back to the canvas. And then we're going to go to Manage Custom Materials. So you went to the top and now you go to Manage Custom Materials, okay? That's the 3rd setting down under the menu. And that is going to show you an entire list of all of the materials that Cricut can cut and all of the pressures. It's super cool. And you can see me in the screen. Hi. It's really, really cool and really, really useful. And my computer is going really slow, so that's cool. Okay, so you see them all like this. Then you have all of the cut pressure and then all of the multi-cut. You also see certain settings that are going to recommend different blades for you. And since I have the Maker, it has even more options than the Explorer did. So our first step is to go to what we cut before. I always forget, this list is not in order. I think it's in cut pressure order. So it's a little hard to find your stuff. But we're going to look for our faux leather setting. And we're going to see how much pressure the faux leather setting had so that we know where to go up in the list. Because I feel like the one disadvantage you have when using a Cricut over a silhouette is you just don't have as many options for all of the different things you can do. Okay, haha, we found it. Because with the silhouette, you set everything as you go. Whereas with the Cricut, you have no idea what numbers are attached to each setting. So as you're figuring it out, you're like, okay, here's faux leather right here, right? So, okay, we know that faux leather doesn't work. So what setting do I try next? So you can see that the cut pressure on the faux leather is 260. And let me tell you guys a fun fact about that. 260, like the pressure numbers right here, these are not PSI, they're not pounds per square inch. They're literally a made up number by Cricut. And I know because I messaged them about it. I tried to figure it out and I tried to talk to them about it, and they literally don't have a system behind it. They assign these numbers. So just for your reference, this is not PSI. But anyways, so we know that the number is 260, right? And so we see the next setting to try would be glitter cardstock, and then craft cardstock, and then non-adhesive vinyl, whatever these other settings are. So if we tried faux leather at 260, and then let's say we added 4 pressure points by going up to more, 264, going to glitter cardstock is not going to help us very much because it's only 263. So craft cardstock is 270. And I'm thinking that I am going to give that a shot because that is a few more points of pressure, and I think that's going to go better. So we're going to try craft with a K cardstock as our next setting. So let me get back to my cut screen, and then I'll put you guys back up top so you can see what's going on. Actually, maybe I'll leave you down low for now so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm changing my mind like crazy today, y'all. Okay, just a second. I'm going to keep you guys down here on this little tripod so that you can see my screen and actually see what's going on, because I want you to have a good view. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on just a second. I know I'm tipping you sideways right now. I'm putting the little tripod cold shoe, I don't know, the tripod setting thing back on my phone holder. So that's why you're sideways. All right. So I'm putting you back on my tripod. I'll get you guys adjusted so you can see. Promise. Kind of, maybe. All right, folks, we're struggling a little bit. I'm sorry. Sorry for the struggle. Okay. So I'm going to lock you in right there. Okay. So we're going back to our cut screen, and we're going to try craft with a K cardstock with 270 pressure points. We're going to see if that is a better fit for our earrings. And if not, I'm going to switch to Cricut leather so that we don't waste our whole evening trying to find a cut setting. But as you can see, this is not I promise you that making leather earrings is not hard. But, actually I'm going to tape it one more side. But it is not necessarily a seamless process because the first step is the hardest one. But then after that, it is legit so easy. Okay, I'm going to tape, well, I'm going to take off some tape. I'm going to tape this edge down. Because when you're using a soft, supple, faux leather like this, that makes it really, really difficult. Okay, so hopefully that will hold it in place. I promise I'll check questions here in just a second, guys. Okay, I'm searching in my materials for craft cardstock. Okay, we found it. So all kinds of stuff that you've never even heard of, and here the Cricut has it. Okay, so we're going to give this a shot. Hi, Ashley. How's it going? Thanks for joining me. We are finding a cut setting. Thanks, Dar. I appreciate you saying it's not a waste. Sometimes it feels like I'm wasting a lot of your time, but I hope you guys don't think so. I'm really trying to make sure that I add all kinds of value, and I just want to show you a realistic picture of what making faux leather earrings is. And this is just real life, y'all. All right, so let's see if 270 pressure points did anything. Oh my gosh, y'all. It like didn't do anything at all. This faux leather is crazy. Has anyone ever cut this stuff? Like, what is this stuff made of? Is it bulletproof or something? Look at that. You like can't even see that anything was cut. This is the circle that was cutting on the machine this time. Like our other setting did way better. All right, guys, I'm gonna retire a little bit and I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Cricut cardstock because I have cut that, at least on my other machine, with no problems on regular faux leather. So for goodness sakes, we're gonna back the bus up and we're gonna redo it with Cricut faux leather on the faux leather paper thin setting. Okay, so we're gonna try. Okay. So if we're still going to use this really pretty color, which I'm going to try to use, but again, I don't have a cut setting for it. I'm going to try this dark blue Cricut faux leather. And I'm going to try something else too, where I'm going to leave this in a really big sheet because I don't want to... Hi, Corinne. Thanks for joining me. Maybe you can help me with this because this is crazy. We literally could not get the faux leather from Hobby Lobby to cut. So, hi Marianne. So before I was using Hobby Lobby faux leather, and that's what we could never find a cut setting for. So I'm about to do Cricut's faux leather. Ah, Dar says that he may have to use the rotary blade for Cameo. You cut it on faux suede. I don't know. All right, so that's okay. Either way, as long as we get something cut, not a big deal. So I also wonder if I should be using my rotary blade. I'm using my fine point blade and I've never had problems with that on the Explore models. So has any of you cut this on the Maker? We are changing into Cricut brand faux leather, which is super, super easy to cut because I'm pretty sure it was designed to cut on the faux leather setting. So we're still doing a test cut of a 1-inch circle just to be sure before we start wasting and making the good stuff. So let's do this thing. All right. So pressing my little C. I wonder if I should be using the rotary blade. I don't know. Okay, I am not super confident that that cut. So I'm going to press the C again, and we're going to do a double cut. So Marianne, you've cut Cricut brand all the time. Okay, that's great. So I do have a rotary blade. We can switch into the rotary blade if I need to. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Okay, that's two cuts of my 1-inch circle, and I've got fuzzy side up, similar to shiny side down. Let's see how she did. I know, Dar, that's why I don't want to be here overnight. I love you guys, but I want to go to bed eventually. Okay, beautiful. So, yay, we did it. On the regular blade, we cut it really, really well. So I use this is Cricut brand faux leather. And I cut a 1-inch circle, no problem, on the faux leather setting. But I did cut it twice, which may not have been necessary, but I did it anyway. Okay? So that's step number 1, which I know took like forever. But that's, you know, kind of the point because that's how it is sometimes. So now we're going to start with our design. And since you guys are down here, I'm going to show you what I've got. Whoop. Hold on. Let me adjust you. Lots of adjustments today. Whoop. Okay, also guys, I left my door open because my kitty is sick. So he may come in here and that would be fine. He's cool. Guys, that's my craft room. Now you see my live on my live. Cool. All right. So first, well, you can't see that at all, so cancel. Yep. Come on. Nope. Cancel. I'm sorry, friends. Go. Yes. Sometimes design space is a pain, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's because I clicked continue. Okay. All right. I promise we're really here. All right. So that's our 1 inch circle. We don't really want that. So these are the earrings that we are going to cut. I'm going to do one with like an overlay, and then I'm going to do a background the exact same size. So let's do the Cricut one as the Cricut blue as the background. And then I'm going to try to cut this pretty shiny faux leather for this one, but I can't promise it's going to cut because I didn't do a test cut with it. So I'm going to try this one first and see if I can get it to work. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the design. So we're going to go back to make it, and we're going to make this thing happen, y'all. I swear we will. All right. So there's our blue mat. And the one that I turned purple is going to be our other leather. So I'm going to put you guys back up top while we have a minute because I want you guys to have a better view. And then we have to assemble the earrings, and you'll see it a lot better from up above. So pardon my crazy moving stuff around again. I'll try to make it as quick as I can. Okay. Screwing in my, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm screwing in my other mount, which is really challenging when trying to not shake you guys to high heaven. So I'm sorry. I have to tip you a little to get you in the right place. Okay. All right. So we're back in the right spot. All right. How's your view up there? Does it look good? What you think? Let me check it on YouTube. Okay, it's pretty good. All right. So step 1, I'm going to tape down my faux leather once again onto my strong grip mat with the fuzzy side up. And this just keeps your mat from getting super sticky and from you getting a bunch of little fuzzies on it that mess up like the tackiness. So that's why you tape it, and that's why, or the taping keeps it in place, but that's why you mirror it, and that's why you put it pretty side down, fuzzy side up. Okay, my friends, let's do this thing. So we're gonna browse all materials and select faux leather. We're gonna star it so that it comes up in my favorites. Okay. All right. So, and I forgot to tell you guys that I did put this down in the comments, or excuse me, not in the comments, in the description of my live. So if you want to buy this same earring file, that is linked for you guys. Okay, great. You guys have a good view. I'm happy. Let's see how she cuts. Long pause. Goodness. Okay. So just for safe measure, I'm going to press the C button again. I'm going to have it cut one more time. I don't mind that it cuts down into my mat. So if you guys didn't see my finger do that, I just pressed the Cricut button again without unloading my mat, and that's going to cut it again in exactly the same place so that you get a double cut. You can also auto set your machine to do that when you create a custom setting. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Yay. Okay, let's see how it goes. So, it's looking good, y'all. It's looking good. So I'm going to pull it off my mat, and it stays. Yay. So it's a perfectly beautiful cut. Look how awesome that is. And what I love about getting the earring SVGs that are already cut is there's already a hole in my earring in the top so that I don't have to have a punch. You can totally buy a punch if you want to, but you see how teeny this hole is? Because it seems like whenever I make the holes myself in Design Space, they always end up a little bit bigger than I would like them. So I really like having the designs pre-made for me, but this is also not hard to do yourself. So if you'd rather make your own shape, then you can absolutely do that. And I've got this little this great little spot to have the hole be in, because if you have it down inside your shape, the hole, you can end up not having your jump ring reach it. So I just really like having this already done for me. So if nothing else, we will go straight with this. And here's a pro tip for you that's really, really fun, is you can put you can put HTV on faux leather, and it is so cool, especially the electric line. But let's challenge ourselves and let's see if we can cut this one, okay? Because I'm really excited to see if this will work. So we're going to give it a shot, and if it doesn't, that's okay too. No biggie. But I kind of thought we might give that a try because it's just so pretty and shiny. And if you guys weren't here for that in the very beginning, I got it from a local craft store here in Louisville, so you probably won't be able to find it anywhere else, but I can just about promise you can probably find it on like Amazon or somewhere. Oh yeah, and another cool thing that's really fun about these earrings is I bought the design on design bundles, and you can also get like SVGs to make like little earring holders out of cardstock, and you can make it look so cute. Like you can literally make them look like you bought it in a store. It's super, super cool. So I am still on the faux leather paper thin setting, so we're gonna give that a try. And this is basically an overlay over top the other earring shapes. So it's going to be a double layered set of earrings, which I love to wear. I love it. I love it. But I have no earthly idea if it's going to work. So when this step is over, we are going to be putting jump rings on it, whoops, and earring hooks, both of which I bought from Amazon. And I love these sets because they have like 6 different kinds of metal in it, which I think is so cool because you can basically make like anything you want. You can make them like any metal that you want. So there's just tons and tons of options, and these line up almost exactly. They're not a set, but the jump rings and the hooks are basically the same colors. Not exactly, but pretty close. And so you have basically a full set where you can literally make like hundreds of earrings. Okay, you guys, it's looking pretty good. I can see that some of the leather is like starting to like pop off, so I'm not going to cut it a second time. I'm going to take a risk. This is a little risky, but I'm going to go for it. Because no risk no risk means no reward, right? That's what they say. So we're going to do this thing. Dawn wants to know if you can use HTV to cover the back. That I have no idea. So what a lot of people do, you guys, is, oh my gosh, it worked. Look at it. It's so beautiful. What a lot of people do is they make their earrings double-sided. When the leather is on the thinner side, that is what they do. So you can totally do that if you liked. Yeah, I know, Ashley. I'm so excited. Dar says drum roll. Seriously, man. I know it. Okay. You guys, look how pretty. Oh, I'm so excited. I was a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. I was sweating. But here we go. Look how amazing. And those are exactly the same shape. Like, what the heck? That's so cool. Okay, now did the little hole cut on these? They did. Yay, you guys. I'm going to get this close because I want you to see. This is so much fun. Look. Look how pretty. And look how beautiful they're gonna be. Ah, is that amazing or what? All right. So the next step is to put jump rings on these puppies. So let me adjust this a little bit so that we have a little bit more room in the frame for me to move. And then I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's really, really easy. And I have some tools, and we sell some tools at 651 Vinyl that make this so much easier because I've done it without these tools. And let me tell you, it's kind of a pain. So, to move my computer back a little bit. Okay. So, I showed you guys the jump rings and the hooks, but I'm going to show you a couple tools that are going to make your life easier. And one of them is 651 Vinyl jewelry pliers. And I know that you can get jewelry pliers from like anywhere because I've done it. But I really, really like these because they are so fine at the tip. They're just so easy for me to use. In fact, let me show you a pair of ones that I got from Michael's. So they don't have as wide of reach. These are just a pair from Michael's, no problem. But they just seem so much better. And they actually have like a little wire cutter here in the middle too. So they really just are such a great product. And look, they literally have the same handle color. But I really, really like the design. So you can get these on 651vinyl.com. That's where I got these from because you guys probably know I work full time there. So I'm obsessed with their stuff. And then the ring tool. You guys, this is the best $3 you're ever going to spend. I actually lost mine and I literally bought another one yesterday to make sure that I had this for you guys. You are going to use this to open and close your jump rings. It fits for me on my thumb. Apparently I cut my thumb at some point and I am bleeding, but that's okay. You're going to use this on your thumb to open and close your jump rings, and it's about to make your life a million times easier. So I'm going to stay standing so I can stay close to you. We're going to go ahead and put these jump rings on. This might be a little tricky because these are small jump rings and this is like a lot of leather, but we're going to do this thing, okay? We've already prevailed through a lot together. So I have this really cute little container that has all of these jump rings in it that make it like so easy and convenient. So I'm going to get a couple of the bright silver ones out because that's what I want to use for these earrings. Okay, whoops. And you're going to lose a lot of these things because they're so tiny, but literally you have like thousands of them, so it's okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you this. I have to get close so I can see it too. Where's the cut in this little jump ring? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the jump ring up with one side with my jewelry pliers, and I'm going to really wedge it in there really, really good, okay? And then, I'm left-handed, so this is my dominant hand. You might want to do this with your right. Then I'm going to stick the little jump ring in the ring and use it to open my jump ring seamlessly. This stuff is magical, y'all, magical, because it's so much easier to control your jump ring like this. So first, I'm going to put my big set, or my background set of earrings on there, the blue set. And then I'm going to add the light blue set. Whoop. All right, guys, I got to get this a little close so I can see. I'm sorry. I got to take it away from you for a second. Okay. So I'm just kind of threading it over the top. And honestly, you could probably use bigger jump rings. But this is what I already have. So this is what I'm going to use. Might have to open my jump ring a little further. Whoop. So you can open your jump ring all the way and it just works so nicely. It's so much easier. Okay, so this is already really tight on the jump ring. So I'm going to go ahead and close it back before I try to put, I'm going to add another jump ring for the hook. So I've got to get these little guys down. There we go. And get our jump ring closed nice and securely before I do anything. And another thing that you can do to make sure it's closed is to squeeze it like that sideways and make sure that it's closed really, really great. And these are a little bit of a larger SVG, so that jump ring is very tight. I want to say these are 4mm jump rings, you guys, but I cannot promise you that because I don't, I'm I haven't looked at my Amazon listing in a while, but I will link these in the description if you want to check some out. Now I'm going to take you guys down a little like this so that we can be in better view of each other and you can see what I'm doing better. Okay. So then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open another jump ring exactly the same way I did before. And this is where I'm going to hook. Whoa. Oh, these guys are so small, but I like the smaller jump ring look because I don't like giant jump rings on my jewelry. I think that looks ghetto. So I like a small jump ring, but you do you, my love. You do whatever you want. So my jump ring is open, as you can see, but I need to get a hook out because I want to put a hook on first. So these are my bright silver hooks. I'll just go ahead and get out two because I need two anyways. So, oh good, and they're all wrapped around each other. All right. Well, cool. I'm going to get another pair. There are lots of sets on Amazon that have like nice little boxes. If you think you're going to do a lot of earrings, I would get one of those. Because as much as I don't mind these bags because I don't do a ton of earrings, it would be nice to have something more organized. Okay, friends. So I'm getting my jump ring back inside my jewelry pliers so that I can add my hooks and my other jump ring of leather. So first I thread the hook like this. And then I add the other jump ring just like that. Can you guys see that okay? Just like that. And then I'm just going to close it up. So it's going to get a little tight here. But like I said, I think that that looks really, really nice. I think it's a better look than having all this big wide space in your jump rings because I just don't think that that makes it look like you know what you're doing. I prefer the smaller jump rings. But if you guys are experienced or if you guys like have an opinion on that, let me know what you think in the comments. I am completely fine if you disagree with me. All right, so my jump ring got a little bit far apart. So I'm going to take my jewelry pliers and take them in a little bit and squish it in there so that nothing falls off. And there you have it, my lovely friends. Look at this. And the one advantage to having two jump rings like this is you're going to get some better movement, like as it's dangling from your ear. Because if you have it really, really tight on a small jump ring, it's going to get kind of stuck and it can go at some weird angles. So like that's a little weird. But that's essentially like what you're looking at, guys. What do you think? Tell me in the comments what you think. Okay. What are you guys saying? Yeah. Isn't it fun? Thank you. I know. I love the way these look. So let's make the other one so that I can finish this up with you guys and show you again. So again, I'm starting with two little tiny jump rings. And again, I will link the materials I'm using in the comments when I'm finished. I forgot to do that before we got started. I'm picking up a jump ring with my jewelry pliers. Like this, and I'm going to open it up nice and wide with my ring tool. And I'm going to put my leather pieces on one at a time. So dark blue and then light blue on the front. And you don't have to do a double layered earring, by the way. I just thought if we were going to do this tutorial, I was going to show you a couple different ways to do it. So you can certainly just do a single piece of leather. That is perfectly acceptable. And then I'm making sure before I close my jump ring that both of my pieces of leather are out of it. Because like I said, ideally you would have a larger jump ring, but I only have one size. Okay, so I'm going to close that. Oh, out of control jump rings, y'all. See, I told you. I knew one wasn't in there. Okay, so we'll open it back up. And we'll put it back. Oop. open it further. But did you guys see how easy that was? After you find the cut setting, this literally takes like no work at all. And I will link an SVG for you in the description of my video that has one of the backings that you can cut with cardstock, because that makes it so much easier. And it makes it so cute to present that way. Like, it's so nice. Okay, I gotta pull this little guy. There we go. And we're gonna close off our jump ring here. Oh my gosh, guys. These guys are out of control. They don't wanna go down onto my jump ring the way the others did. Okay. So I've got them tucked underneath where I need them to go. And I'm gonna close that gap. Oh, and now I just closed it too much. Okay, friends, I'm getting a little sleepy here, so I'm getting a little crazy. Hold on. So now I took my soft metal jump ring and got it a little too closed. So I'm going to use this and my other pair to open them back up. So you guys see what I'm doing? See, I kind of squished them so it's not a circle anymore. That's okay. Easy to fix. Kind of easy to fix. And I have made lots and lots of pairs of leather earrings. I should have brought some up here to show you guys before I got started. They're downstairs in my jewelry cabinet. Because yes, I have a jewelry cabinet because I'm that extra. Okay. So I may have bent this one beyond repair. I may have to go get a new jump ring when I can get this guy off there. So I'm just using 2 separate pairs of pliers to try and get this thing apart. Oh goodness, y'all. Well, I may not be able to get that part. We'll see. See, now what I've done is I've squished it flat against the thing. It normally should be round, and it's flat because I pushed a little too hard with my pliers. All right. Did we get that? No. Okay. I promise y'all, I'll only struggle for another minute, and then we'll do something else to get it to work. Do you guys have any suggestions? Get another jump ring. Yeah. Pam, I got my earring pattern from an SVG that I linked in the comments. It's a pack of like 24 earrings. And it is awesome because these were already like done for me. These layers were already created. There are several sizes in one, and it's super easy. I just chose this one particular size and shape. All right, guys, we're gonna get this a little crazy. So I've opened up another jump ring, and I'm going to try to use that to hook that one underneath this one and pull it out. I'm not so sure it's gonna work. We're gonna try. Maybe, or maybe I'm just gonna screw up another jump ring. Oh, y'all. There. Ha. Okay, I hooked it. So let's see if we can do it. So what I did is I hooked another jump ring as like a savior jump ring underneath the flat one. So we're going to use pliers to try to pull them apart. So let's see if we can do it. What do you guys think? Take your bets. Place them in the comments. I can't read them right now, but I'll read them later. So I'm going to try to switch. I'm going to hold the savior jump ring with the less fine pliers, and I'm going to use my 651 pliers to try to pull it to safety. See if we can do it. Can you guys see that okay? Duh! All we did was unhook those guys. I don't know. I don't know. Oops. And here I am telling you all this craft is so easy. I promise it really is. I am really, really tired. So it's not going so well for me, but I promise this is really, really easy to do. The reason that I messed this up and I'm so tired is because my kitty cat is sick. So I have been up late with him every night this week trying to get him better. And he is finally on the mend, thanks to my wonderful mother. But I probably shouldn't have picked this night to do this with you guys. Okay, so we're going to press on with this because it's not a big deal that the stuff is flat. See, from the front, you can't really tell a difference. But we're going to press on because we're going to finish this craft, y'all. Sometimes you just got to charge through. So we're going to open up another jump ring the normal way. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, we're going to open up the jump. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm going to add an earring hook first. And then I'm going to add my crazy jump ring earring. And by God, we're going to rock it. It's going to be great. So I'm just going to slip it through the back if I can get it in there. Whoops. Okay. Come on, little guy. You don't want to go, do you? All right. There. See, we made it. Okay. And then we're going to close up our main jump ring nicely and give it a little squeeze to make sure it stays closed. And then go this way, just to be sure. All right. So guys, it worked. It was crazy and difficult, but my Lord, we did it. So I've basically linked 2 jump rings instead of trying to leave it on just one. And now we fell off. There we go. Okay. So we did it. We did it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I got this figured out. If you have any tips for making leather earrings, please make sure that you put them in the comments. I hope you guys love this as a DIY Christmas gift because it is super simple and easy once you get over the hump of figuring out your cut settings. It is awesome. So I had so much fun hanging out with you guys. If you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe below. And I will see you guys real soon in my next tutorial. And don't forget to check my Facebook and Instagram every day between now and Christmas Eve for different DIY Christmas gift ideas. This is gift idea number 10, and we still have several more to go. So don't miss out on that. And I will see you guys real soon. Hold on, let me take you out of there before I say bye. Here's an up-close look at the earrings. Aren't they lovely? So fun. All right, guys. See you later.